Okay, so now we're ready for step 3. And this is once you have all the bulbs ready on your house, you'll see that you have 2 sides sticking out from each bulb. It's going to be 2 separate circuits going on, 2 separate lines here. So make sure that both sides are just sticking out open. Make sure that you've left yourself enough wire on the ends that you can do some twisting. So you don't want it to be super short. Here's a bad example. If you see that one, there's not enough wire at the ends to really work with it. So I would not, that means they did not strip enough wire, or they did not strip enough insulation off. So they'd have to strip some more off of that. Okay, so we have all this. Now the first step here for step 3 is to do our load line. So that means just choosing one side of each bulb and wiring them together. So you might need some of the spare wire from those bulbs, or I may have some extra wire from speaker wire. But what you'll do is you'll get some of this extra wire, you'll strip both ends of it, so if you can see, both ends are stripped, and just pick one side, doesn't matter which side, of the bulb, twist, no, you can't really see, twist, and then we're going to wire to the other side of the next bulb. This is what's called our load line. We're also going to cover each of these connections with black electrical tape. So we're wiring up our load line. Now be careful here. So we're going from the same side. We're going to leave one side of every bulb still open. So from the same side to the side of another bulb. Okay, do you see how I still have one side open on every bulb? So see how this is still not wired up? So from one side, one side, one side. Let's just keep going. Let's see, I got some wire here. So from that same side, I'm going to go all the way to the next side of another bulb. Okay, so this is called the load line. Remember, leave one side open. Okay, now sometimes you'll run short on wire. You'll have like a short piece, it doesn't quite make it all the way, and you can wire 2 pieces up together. You'll just have to remember to cover that with black electrical tape. So like, okay, so then back from this side, same side, to one side of the next bulb. Remember, I'm leaving one side open. Okay, and even this speaker wire will work just fine. Okay, so again, doesn't matter what type of wire it is, whether it's copper wire, whether it's the silver wire, the gold wire, metal, as long we could connect these with foil and it would conduct us a current. So any type of metal is fine. Just make sure that if there's any metal exposed, that we have to cover it with black, well, for the load line, black electrical tape. Okay, and if you have like extra, this is like super long, longer than we need it to be, maybe I'll cut that, just to kind of keep it clean looking, so we don't have so many wires just lying around, like all over the place. Because if you mess up and you ask me for help, if I can't tell where your circuits are, or where your paths are going, it's going to be awfully hard for me to help you. Okay, so this is our load line. One side of every bulb is still open, okay? Load line. Okay, last step here is cover each of those connections with black electrical tape, okay? So I guess I'll do one just so that you kind of see what it should look like at the end. So I can just take a little piece just like that and cover the wire. We don't want any hazards here. Okay? So cover each connection with black tape. Good?